Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today I want to talk to you about two new EDC knives that I got, both from CRKT. We've got this one, which is the CRKT Prequel. This is a Lucas Burnley design, really cool knife. Just got it recently, just started EDCing it, but really liking that one a lot. And then this one's kind of a classic from CRKT. This is the Squid, also a Lucas Burnley design. This one is new in that it comes in D2 steel now. So, I mean, size-wise, you can see the Squid is definitely, let me do it over here. Squid is definitely smaller, not by a ton though. Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for different cool knives, unique knives, you know. I'm not a guy who just uses the same EDC knife all the time. I've got some favorite go-tos, but I like to mix it up just to see what else is out there, especially as somebody who's reviewing. The Squid has just been a fan favorite for a while. You can get different handles. You know, they got G10, they got different colors. Now in this D2 steel, really cool. I will tell you, both these knives come extremely sharp, so that's definitely a win. Lucas Burnley, if you don't know him, he's a knife designer, one of those guys who design knives, does his own customs, and then has some knives that they go into production via CRKT. I think Boker does a bunch of his knives as well. Cool thing about the Prequel, well, a couple cool things. First is just the angle on the blade there. So you've got, you know, the more of a flat angle, and then not 45 degrees, but you know, something pretty close to that. And then this is the field strip technology. So you've probably heard of this before, but just to show you, there's a roller here. So you've got these kind of the little, it's not, I guess you can call it jimping, but texture on the back. And then this last section is actually a roller. So you roll that until you hear it click. Let me bring this up here so you can hear it actually click. There's the click. And then you just flip this switch here in the front, push it over. Actually, I didn't show you that, but I'll show you how to reassemble it in a second. And now the whole thing comes apart. Let's see if I can do this without cutting myself. Handle, blade, handle. So now you can clean this out in the field, and then reassembling it is pretty much just the opposite process. So you're gonna wanna pinch right at the pivot, squeeze it nice and tight, and then start rolling the roller. And once it gets to the end, then you swing this little lever either up or down depending on how you're holding it, back into position, and now it's back ready to go. There we go. So I mean, field strip technology is great. This thing reminds me a lot of the Flavio Comb, I forgot the name of the knife I was thinking about for a minute. It's the No Time Off. So this is kind of like a more compact, sleek version of the No Time Off from Flavio Comb. I like Lucas Burnley designs. He's got a lot of cool styles and designs out there. The handle, it's definitely definitely a very durable plastic. Let me just show you a close up there. So it's gonna, when I think about this knife, I relate it to the No Time Off because I see that as like a shop knife, utility knife. When I met Flavio Comb probably 2 years ago at SHOT Show, he talked about that. You know, it's a great knife for detail work and scraping and cutting, and that angle there, I mean, this just makes me want to go like this to do some, you know, scraping and cutting. It doesn't have a big belly, obviously, just by the design of the knife. But yeah, let me, I'll just tell you that I do like this knife. I'm starting to EDC it. I've liked how it's performed so far. The Squid, I wanted to tell you about more so because this has been a great EDC knife for me. Definitely like a classy, small knife I can wear, you know, when I'm dressed up a little bit more. But now in D2, so that's gonna keep an edge a little bit longer. People sometimes don't like knives that have 8CR, 9CR13, those types of steels. For me, for an EDC knife, I'd prefer a better steel, but that's not a deal breaker for me because it's the type of thing where I'm using it for the day and then I'm coming home at the end of the day, so I can just, you know, take it to a strop, sharpen it up real quick, and we're good to go for the next day. So I'm not someone who is constantly cutting all day long with a knife. If I was somebody who's constantly using a knife all day, then I could understand why you want really a high-end steel so you don't have to constantly be sharpening it, whatever. But for me, taking it home at the end of, you know, the day and then maybe once a week, just sharpening up the edge a little bit works totally fine. Because they're not very long blades as far as your length of pull, you know, you're not going to be slicing like you would with a blade that, you know, had a much, or a knife that had a much longer blade, but they're going to do all the tasks you put in front of it. Even a little food prep you can do, certainly woods, you know, work in the woods and general EDC tasks. The Squid, I definitely would not say this is going to be a woods knife for me. It's just too small. But again, like I said, general everyday carry type tasks for somebody, I think this is going to be a great option for you. So we got kind of a first look here at these two knives. Like I said, I've EDC'd the Squid plenty in the past. Now it's just the D2 option, and the Prequel is definitely going to be a knife that I'm going to be using a lot. So this will probably, I'm trying to think if I'm going to put this in one of my bags, like as an everyday carry backup knife. So I've always got it available and with me. But I just, as soon as I saw it at SHOT Show, I'm like, that's a really cool design. So yeah, let's hear your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about these two knives. And as always, thanks for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.